Welcome. Come on in to Dr. Mass Retro Elixir, where we talk about the past, related to today, and hopefully we'll learn something along the way. How's it going, everybody? Today I'm going to talk about this comic here, Tinsel Town, which is only from the very recent past, 2019, but it's set in the early 1900s. So let's get into it. Tinsel Town is from Alterna Comics, and if you're not familiar with Alterna Comics, I'll include a link to their website as well. A lot of great stuff there, a lot of different titles, not only for adults, but also for kids too. So Tinsel Town is written by David Blake Lucarelli, and the artist is Henry Ponciano. The main character is Abigail Moore, and she is born in 1894. And this will pretty much be spoiler free, but I will say this particular copy, this is the director's cut, and I bought this directly from the writer, which you can still do, I believe. You can also get it at Alterna's website, but it won't be the director's cut. It'll be just the regular version of this. So, but Abigail Moore was born in 1894. Kind of see it here. A great little shot there of her with her dad's badge. Her dad's a policeman, and she kind of wants to grow up to be like him. Unfortunately, her dad gets shot and killed, and her mom doesn't do very well with that, and she ends up going to live with her Uncle Albert. She goes to school, the usual stuff that kids would do, but she always wants to, she keeps thinking about how she wants to be a police officer. And obviously back then, in that time period, there really was not a whole lot of, there was women, but police officers, but just not that many. So she ends up applying for a job at Utopia Studios, which is a movie studio loosely based on Universal Studios at that time. And the way they kind of had it set up there was, it was almost like their own little town, own little city. They had their own police force, and so that's kind of what this is based on. She goes to get a job there. She runs into Miss Redwood here, who's another interesting character. Meets the boss. She ends up getting the job, but not exactly. There's a great shot right there. It's not exactly what she's looking for. She wants to be a policeman. This is more like a security guard type job, but they give her a billy club and a gun that shoots blanks. So she's not too excited about that. But anyway, she goes on to have adventures in this. There's a lot of talks in here regarding the just the history. You kind of see what's going on, the different attitudes back then. They cover some things about obviously there's a lot of stuff about women's rights at this time, and what was going on. There's also a scene in here kind of talking about how kids were treated sometimes, and another thing, she has a friend who ends up going down the wrong path, makes some bad decisions, and it doesn't go well for her, but including getting hooked on drugs which I believe at this time period would be opium. I don't think they actually go into exactly what the drug is, but yeah, that's the story of that, I guess. The one thing I did really like about this is the different color palettes. So you kind of see here, you know, this is like the distant past, and then I did notice, you know, the utopia kind of colors are a little brighter, a little nicer. So, you know, obviously it's daylight too, but and then, you know, some things, you know, they get darker, and the colors get darker. There's another one here. This is the drug, the opium den. Try to get that a little closer there. And like I said, I'm just assuming it's opium, but just a different color palette there. And then when you get to there's a part of the town slash city that's called No Man's Land, where basically that's where all the crime goes on. Seeing if I can get a shot of it here, but you know, things are a lot darker there. So anyway, you know, like I said, I don't want to spoil too much. Hopefully I haven't already. But I guess one of the main things, first of all, I have to go back and say I did this all wrong. When I discovered Alterna Comics, I went out and I bought this. I had bought a bunch of their comics off their website, and I'm like, you know, I don't know what any of this stuff is, but I'll go, you know, check it out and give it a shot. And I really enjoyed this, so I went back and got the first one. Now, this is a collection of the first miniseries. This is the second miniseries, Losing Light. But I really enjoyed it, and I'm like, well, you know, I was trying to think of, you know, why I really enjoyed it, and it's just a great story. There's adventure, there's humor, there's a mystery, there's romance. One of the things I thought of, and you know, guys out there can maybe identify with this, but you know, I can count 2 comics that my wife actually read, and over the years, you know, she's just not a comic person, and but I read this, and I'm like, my wife would totally love this. You know, it's got everything that you would want in a really good movie, and the main thing is that we have a strong woman in this book, and you know, she fights through, you know, but she's not, you know, a lot of the problems now is that they're making strong women by diminishing all the other characters around her, and this doesn't do that. You've got, you know, another strong woman in Miss Redwood, Abigail's boss, Edward Caldwell, you know, who's you know, the guy in charge of Utopia. He's also a strong character. She you know, she has some guys around her. And the other thing is, she's not perfect. You know, she has flaws. She makes mistakes. You know, and that's kind of what it's all about. So anyway, I would highly recommend this. It's a great book, and I would highly recommend what I've read so far. This one, yeah, I just, you know, I can't say enough good things about this. But I did enjoy that, and I enjoy the art and the colors and everything. I mean, it's just a complete package. So if you get a chance, check this out. Grab a copy, and thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw, hit the like button, subscribe, and share, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any future ones. You can see me on YouTube, Odyssey, Twitter, and Instagram. Links are in the description.